Welcome along everybody, it's the fastest day of the week, qualifying Saturday, and we're here in Abu Dhabi. That wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. So here we are, ready to go racing for one final time this year. Another season of victories, controversies and rivalries lies in our wake. And just one challenge remains, here in the United Arab Emirates, on a circuit that made its spectacular debut back in 2009. Welcome to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The Yas Marina circuit is made up of 3.28 miles of track, featuring 16 corners with 2 very long straights. DRS zones going into the heavy braking zones of both turn 5 and turn 7 offer plenty of potential for overtaking. The circuit comes with its fair share of tricky corners, which will certainly test a driver's braking management. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Surfer Girl lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Russell, Verstappen, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Perez, Stroll, Gasly, Behrman, Ocon, Fittipaldi, Albon, Tsunoda, Iwasa, Zhou, Vesti, and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson.
Yeah, a lot of races to cover these days in Formula One, Crofty, as you well know, doing them all yourself. But it's the same for the drivers. It comes at you thick and fast, and you've got to pace yourself as well to get to this point in the season. If it has gone your way, it's a great time to just enjoy it. There's nothing that can change in the championship pecking order, of course. If you've won the championship already, go out and enjoy this race and send yourself off through the winter break. If it's been a bit of a year to forget, you can try and take a bit of solace in this Grand Prix, end on a high and carry that energy into next season.
So here Here we go then with the formation lap right here in Abu Dhabi. Around 50,000 spectators are all in the stands today, all hoping to see some fantastic racing. We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Nice move, good job. leading our teammate by 7.4 seconds. Approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. You can win that place back. Okay, mate, we've got loads of ERS in reserve, so let's have a big push and use it all up. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Norris is behind you. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, your pit window opens next lap. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. Great stuff, mate, you hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race though, so keep your head down. Now we're boxing this lap. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Okay, we had an issue attaching the left rear wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us now and get back into this race. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. Your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake. Fernando is in for his stop. Tyre condition still looking good. the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, mate, picking your moments to use ERS is important, so let's try and be as consistent as possible with it, please. Okay, we've got to focus on the VSC delta, forget the old objective. Okay, we've got a full course caution, the safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta, we need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta. Okay, there have been further incidents on the track, so officials are moving to a full safety car. Full safety car. Okay, the safety car's coming in this lap. We'll be pacing the field in sector 3. Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car's into the pit lane. Okay, clear. Gap to your teammate behind, 5.4 seconds. Leclerc is behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Time last lap, 2 minutes, 08.3. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Final lap, push, push. Fantastic drive, that's just fantastic, amazing, you deserve that race win, well done mate.
That's it then, they've taken the win here as we wrap up another fantastic Formula One season.
And with 5 race victories now in a row, Crofty, I mean, do we just give them the trophy now? It's for the others, surely, to try and stop that, because if that's how we're feeling, what must they be feeling as the competition for them? But what competition is there? They're running away with this championship as we speak.
I can see them on their way out to the podium now. Aston Martin are really making waves in this sport, and what a special race this was to see them earn that top spot. So let's celebrate the end of the season, but I know a lot of you will be very sad out there thinking, what are you going to do without Formula One? Don't worry folks, it'll be back before you know it. We'll see you next year.